Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life.
Yeah.
Don't ever disrespect me.
I always have taught on the bad boy for life, regardless. We gotta keep the label going forever.
When it comes to loyalty, Diddy's son King Combs doesn't mess around, but after Meek Mill's shocking no Diddy moment, things might be taking a dangerous turn. Meek has always been by Diddy's side, so why is he suddenly distancing himself? And could that be putting him in harm's way? I mean, many of you can still remember this iconic intimate moment between Diddy and Meek.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But now with Meek's shocking declaration, Diddy's son King Combs isn't taking it lightly, and it's not the first time he stood up to defend his dad's reputation. Could Meek be his next target? I always told him I'm a bad boy for life. Regardless, we got to keep the label going forever. And it's not just Meek Mill. This isn't the first time someone has crossed Diddy's family and ended up regretting it. Just last month, Ray J learned that the hard way, so let's dive right into it. This all kicked off when Meek Mill was spotted on the streets of New York City just this past week. He was caught on camera making a statement. No one expected Diddy gang Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me. For years, Meek and Diddy were tight. Meek was a loyal supporter even during the most intense controversies surrounding the Bad Boy Records mogul. In fact, there have been speculations that Meek Mill may have been named in Rodney Lil Rod Jones' lawsuit against Diddy. In the lawsuit, an unnamed rapper is mentioned as having been on Diddy's yacht, where they were allegedly seen consorting with young girls as workers. Further down in the complaint, the person whose name was redacted is described as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Meek Mill is from Philadelphia, and he did in fact date Nicki Minaj from 2014 to 2016. However, the same Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj description is used again in connection with Jones' allegations, centered around the producer. As previously reported, Jones claims that Diddy's connection to Stevie J was used as part of an alleged promise regarding the Grammys. Jones alleged that Diddy used his admiration of the Bad Boy Records Grammy winner to prepare him for intimacy. Included in the suit are screenshots reporting to show Stevie J havings with a white man. Also mentioned are an unnamed rapper and an unnamed R&B singer. The rapper, as mentioned above, is described in a footnote as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, while the R&B singer is described as someone who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Here's how it's worded. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intercourse with rapper redacted, R&B singer redacted, and Stevie J. Again, Usher obviously recently played the Super Bowl and had a residency in Las Vegas, which is why people think the lawsuit is referring to him. In any case, Meek, upon discovering the rumors flying online, logged in to try to regain control of the narrative in what was described as a rookie move. To be specific, he wrote, "I'm from Philly, I don't do coke or freaky molly, nobody won't even offer me coke. Because I'm that heavy, no man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped." Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. LOL. Besides the claims that have just come out, there have been several other pointers that have pointed to the fact that Meek might be on the DL, especially with Diddy. This was the case when a video surfaced that made fans feel as though Diddy may have taken his friendship with Meek a bit too far. In the clip, Meek is chilling in the pool when Diddy congratulates him on his success, but in the most unorthodox way. "Man, you doing it, man, you deserve it, daddy, you putting in that work, proud of you, I love you, yeah." Meek says he is just enjoying life when Diddy says, "You deserve it, daddy, you putting in that work." As you can probably guess, it is the use of the word daddy that some fans seem to take issue with. In a separate video that has since gone viral, can be seen rapping on a boat party with Diddy appearing to get closer to him as soon as he raps about getting intimate. When you going to party with a real bad boy daddy, take that. But now with a single statement, Meek has set social media on fire, claiming he's officially distancing himself from Diddy. And that's not all. This phrase, "no Diddy gang," isn't just some offhand comment. It's rooted in the accusations against Diddy last year after he was slapped with claims of sigh and tap ficking. No Diddy became a rallying cry for those calling him out. So Meek's statement, that's a massive shift. It's a move away from years of loyalty and an unmistakable public snub. And of course, Diddy's family wasn't about to let that slide. His son Justin took to Instagram as soon as Meek's clip went viral. His reaction, just one facepalm emoji, enough to let everyone know he's not pleased. But it's King Combs' response that has people talking. According to close sources, King Combs, better known as Christian Combs, might be considering taking things into his own hands, because if there's one thing King Combs has shown, it's that he'll do anything to defend his dad. And this isn't the first time he's had to stand up for his father's legacy. Just last month, King Combs was at the center of a heated exchange with Ray J. It all went down at a Halloween party, and trust me, this situation got way out of hand. So here's the story. Ray J shows up to a Halloween bash thrown by the unruly agency with Amber Rose and his manager, but things got tense real fast when you ran into the Combs brothers. Christian, Quincy, and Justin. Sources say that the Combs crew wasn't exactly thrilled with some comments Ray J made about Diddy's controversies. According to eyewitnesses, the whole vibe turned tense fast as soon as Ray J and the Combs brothers squared up at the Halloween party. Christian and Justin were all an even chest bumping, with Ray J looking ready to take it to the next level, just as it seemed like punches might actually fly. Chris Brown, who was chilling nearby in his car, stepped in to cool things down, reportedly breaking up the standoff before it got too messy. After Chris made the first move, a few other partygoers joined in, stepping up to make sure the situation didn't spiral. In the funny part, TMZ insiders say this wasn't even the first time Ray J and Diddy's sons had a heated run-in. Ray J later told WAC 100 his side of the story, mentioning that he was just trying to keep things civil and talk some sense into the situation, all while giving a shout out to Chris for stepping in right when things were about to explode. Ray also claimed there were about 8 guys from the Combs crew in his face. When the whole thing went down, his manager David Weintraub wasn't holding back either, calling the night a great party that got totally ruined by, as he put it, little kids trying to fight a big boy. It was a great party that got ruined by little kids trying to fight a big boy. Okay, and sometimes you just can't have that happen. So let's not forget Ray J's recent outspokenness about Diddy, which might be stirring the pot even more ever since that video of Diddy allegedly getting rough with Cassie and California Hotel made the rounds. Ray J has been vocal, saying on the Club Shay Shay podcast with Shannon Sharp that yeah, people make mistakes, but there's no way he and Diddy can ever be cool again. After that, he went so far as to suggest Diddy deserves something like a public whipping to make amends, complete with 100 lashes, 1,000 lashes. Which definitely didn't help patch things up with the Combs family. Is the puffy that Diddy is his life as we know it? Is it over? Not he's going to die or anything like. Will he ever be what he once was? 1,000 lashes. It's no wonder Christian and his brothers might feel some type of way about Ray J's comments, and Christian himself has been no stranger to controversy. There's been talk linking his name with gang culture before too. At one point he found himself in hot water for allegedly associating with GDK, Gangster Disciple Killer, a notorious gang from Chicago. That's not exactly the image people expect from someone who grew up in privilege. So when a video of him yelling GDK and throwing up signs associated with the Gangster Disciples surface, it was bound to stir up questions. One of the first to call him out was King Yella, a real GD member who couldn't believe what he was seeing. Yella openly wondered what on earth was going on, basically saying, so I see Puff Daddy's son out here repping GDK. He was baffled, pointing out that with Diddy already dealing with legal issues, the last thing Christian needed was to play around with gang affiliations. E's message to him was pretty clear: now's not the time to act tough for the internet. Oh, I look on the internet and I see Puff Daddy's son come out, GDK. It's not a good time while your daddy fighting all these allegations and crazy the stuff he got going on with him right now. And if that weren't enough, King Yellow was surprised to find out that Christian had actually hit him up for tips on making drill music, a genre that's deeply rooted in street culture. Yella didn't hold back, questioning why Christian would even consider mixing himself up in GDK stuff right now. He flat out told Christian to stay in his lane and not mess around with something so serious, especially given the real weight of gang culture in Chicago. Half joking, but half dead serious. I even warned him, saying, don't let them GDs get with you, dude. Goofy, don't let them GDs get up with you, dude. I just see you at the Lovers and Friends concert. You took a picture with me. Why you ought telling me to my face, you GDKH Goofy. It was a quiet but powerful warning. The GDs aren't exactly a crew to play around with, especially if you're just in it for the show. As King Combs' video blew up online, the reactions were all over the place. Some people were just baffled, while others were seriously critical. It's hard to wrap your head around someone raised in a 1 million mansion suddenly shouting out gang slogans, and social media had a field day. Anyway, a few days ago, footage of Ray J allegedly being shot at surfaced on the internet. Whilst all this is swirling, Christian Combs is allegedly nowhere to be found, adding a layer of intrigue to the situation. So just this Tuesday, November 12th, Ray J took to his Instagram story to give his followers a piece of his mind in a black and white video where he's clearly fired up, ranting straight into the camera. In the clip, he's heard going off saying, "Get just tried to me and tried to mean, and you want me to apologize." But here's the twist: he doesn't name any names, leaving fans to guess who might have allegedly pulled a gun on him. Still, with all the whispers going around, people are throwing shade in Christian Combs' direction, considering their rocky history. This update comes mere weeks after Ray found himself in a face-off with Diddy's sons Christian, Quincy, and Justin outside of a Halloween. So with Ray J's drama still fresh in everyone's minds, we have to ask, could King Combs be gearing up to confront Meek Mill next? Is he going to let this no Diddy gang statement slide? King Combs has been silent about Meek's comment, but fans know that silence doesn't mean indifference, as someone who's fiercely loyal to his dad, Christian Combs, might see this as a direct betrayal. And let's remember, Meek Mill isn't just any rapper to the Combs family, he was practically part of their inner circle, so for him to distance himself this publicly, that could be seen as a slap in the face, not just to Diddy, but to everyone who stood by him anyway. That's it for this video, folks. Bye.